Hi everyone, my name is Alejandra Sanchez, and today I am with my classmates Roberto Cheing, Javier Alemán, and Valeria Reyes. Well, today we are talking about a very interesting topic that is plagiarism. First of all, I want to start talking about what is plagiarism. And according to the Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary, to plagiarize means to steal and pass off the ideas or words of another as one's own, to use another's production without crediting the source, or to present as new and original an ideal product derived from an existing source. In other words, plagiarism is an act of fraud. It involves both stealing someone else's work and lying about it afterwards. Another definition, according with the Oxford University, is that plagiarism is presenting someone else's work or ideas as your own, with or without their consent, by incorporating it into your work without full acknowledgement. All published and unpublished material, whether in manuscript, print, or electronic form, is covered under this definition. Plagiarism may be intentional or reckless or unintentional. Under the regulation for examinations, intentional or reckless plagiarism is a disciplinary offense. Well, it means that plagiarism is when you copy or steal someone else's ideas, even though they know about it or if they don't know. And well, to continue with this topic, my classmates will talk about something very important about plagiarism.
To continue with the presentation, I'm going to talk about the different and common types of plagiarism. In this section, we talk about direct plagiarism, self-plagiarism, mosaic plagiarism, accidental plagiarism, and bad paraphrasing. When we talk about the different types of plagiarism, we talk about, for example, when and in what occasions people tend to make mistakes when they express their ideas as their own. When we talk about direct plagiarism, we talk when people, for example, make in some ways copy paste. This means that they copy the exact idea of the author without giving the author the correct award for their own ideas. Also, we talk about self-plagiarism. For example, when a person make a work and it makes it again, saying that it is original, when we know that it is a second draft of the first one. So we talk about self-plagiarism when an author copy itself. We talk about mosaic plagiarism when people is not aware that they are making plagiarism. When they, for example, talk about famous quotes or ideas in which they believe that they are common to the public, but in the real they are making plagiarism. Also, we talk about accidental plagiarism when people in some occasions make plagiarism without, like in mosaic plagiarism, being conscious about it. These types of plagiarism includes, for example, when a person copies others' ideas exactly as they are, without knowing that they are making plagiarism.
Hi, my name is Roberto Cheing, and I'm going to tell you about different ways to avoid plagiarism. According to writecheck.com, there are 6 different ways to avoid plagiarism. The first one is paraphrase. When you paraphrase, you have to read the text and put it into your own words. Make sure that you do not copy more than 2 words in a row from the text you have found. If you do use more than 2 words together, you will have to use quotation marks. Citing is one of the most effective ways to avoid plagiarism. Follow the document formatting guidelines used by your educational institution. The most common is APA format. This usually entails the addition of the author and the date of the publication or similar information. Citing is really simple, and not citing properly can constitute plagiarism. Quoting. When quoting a source, use the quote exactly as the way it appears. Most institutions of higher learning frown on block quotes or quotes of 40 words or more. A scholar should be able to effectively paraphrase most of the material. This process takes time, but quoting must be done correctly to avoid plagiarism allegations. Citing quotes. Citing a quote can be different than citing paraphrased material. This practice usually involves the addition of a page number or a paragraph number in the case of a web content. Citing your own material. If some of the material you're using from your research paper was used by you in your current class, a previous one, or anywhere else, you must cite yourself. Treat the text the same as you would if someone else wrote it. It may sound weird, but using material you have used before is called self-plagiarism, and it is not acceptable. Referencing. One of the most important ways to avoid plagiarism is including a reference page or a page of works cite at the end of your research paper.
Hi everyone, my name is Valeria Reyes, and I'm going to talk specifically about pictures, videos, and music from the internet. Using a picture, a video, or a piece of or a part of a song in a work is considered plagiarism. These are very common in today's society. Despite their popularity, they still count as plagiarism. Copying media, making videos using other pictures without citations, performing another person's copyrighted music, like covers or music videos with same lyrics, composing a piece of music that borrows heavily from another composition, like taking a piece of a song and put it in yours. Certainly, this media pose situation in which it can be challenging to determine whether or not the copyright of a work are being violated. For example, a picture or scan of a copyrighted image. It's like using a photograph, a picture of a book to present that book as one's website, or shooting a photograph that uses the same composition and subject matter as someone else's photograph. Another example can be recreating a visual work in a different medium, like making a painting that closely resembles another person's photograph.
And well, that's all we have to say. And we hope it helps you to stop doing plagiarism. Bye.